Hello everybody from YouTube land. This is another video from yours truly, Jason, Green Bay, Wisconsin. I am getting ready to do today a hdpe jig for my custom cribbage boards, which I have blanks that I make, as you can see. And I use the jig so that after I make all my blanks, I can recess the jig into the board. I can make little clamps that go on here and just hold on the sides right where the holes are here, so then I can cut out anything in the center here where this crosshair is. So it'll literally drop down, lock in place, and then I can just grab the center point that I have marked on all my boards, and then I can run my center custom design for the customers. So today I'm using a 1/4 inch upcut bit. I know it's not the proper one because it's a 2 fluid, it's not a plastic cutter, but I am waiting for mine to come in the mail from Amana Tools. I went ahead and splurged and spent for high quality Spectra coated bits that are all flute, 1 flute, that are designed to cut plastics at 0.004 inches per tooth, feet per tooth, and pretty much you can run at about 150 inches per minute, I believe. But today I don't have them. I won't have them for about 2 more days, and I can't really wait. So we're gonna cut it with this bit. It should work out fine, but we shall see. I've already honed my machine. I have my safety hearing protection. I just had to set up my location for my material, and as you see, I put a crosshair here in the middle of my material, which is 14 by 13 by 3/4 inch thick hdpe. Then I realized when I programmed it, all I gotta do is find the corner, which is how you use the X, Y, and Z probe. Simple enough. So let's go ahead and set that up. Now I see already I'm going to have a slight issue. I got to move my dust shoe arms. They're a little too low, but that's no big deal. They're not required to be where they're at right now. That's just where they're at for my last cut. So let's go to a slower setting. Oh, and also, if anybody didn't know, you can also go to Myers Woodshop, and he explains a ton of stuff. One is, this is your normal fast speed mode when you press it for moving your machine. This is medium. This is the slowest. I don't know if A does any other one. I haven't used it. But when you want to get real close, like you are right here, make sure you're using the slowest. You don't drive the bit right into your probe, touch probe. So as you see, I'm slowly moving it over. Getting it over like they say to do, get it real close. Now in mine, I actually hold just the corner like this, because it does touch it. It does tap it a little bit for some reason. I gotta, maybe it's a setting I gotta adjust, but I just like to be safe. So now I've got it set up. I'm gonna go over here and press the XYZ probe. It's gonna ask me, is that the bit size? 1/4 inch, 6.35 millimeter, exactly the same. So set it, and now come over here. We went down once. This is the second time. Now it's going to the side. Touched. Touched again. Now it's going to the back. So there is my corner. Beautiful. Now some people will think, is it really worth having a touch probe? Yeah, you can use the paper for getting a Z-axis right, but I've noticed that the XYZ You can cut your stock to the rough size you need to. Sorry, my phone's a little goofy in my hand. I'm trying to get used to this. And you do that, all you gotta do is find this corner. And you just make sure whatever you're doing for your final contour mill cut, that you always do that last. And that'll also make it easier so you can keep on using this corner. So if you lost your position, you could rehome your machine if you need to, or you can just come right back here and do your XYZ probe touch again, and it'll find an exact spot again if your machine lost it, or yourself, because most time it's human error. But let's go ahead and get this set up. So now I got that corner set up. Let's go ahead and load the G-code file up, sorry, which I have on a thumb drive. And we'll put it in the back here. So now that's set up. And then we will scroll up, go to folder. We will go to US. And on here I have it called out as cribbage board jig, the first one. It's already selected. So easy for me to come down here and press open, let it load up, make sure there's no problems, everything is green, everything's good to go. So now it's the point where I'm going to turn the volume off because it's going to get loud in here with the Makita router and the shop vac. So please just enjoy the video. So there it is, done. Simple jig. I used double-sided tape on it when I held it down to cut. This is the scraps I have from my stock left, so pretty much nothing. Now, you're probably wondering, how's this jig gonna work? Well, these lower holes on the outside are for screws to go into the wasteboard, or if I put those threaded inserts into the wasteboard, which I haven't decided yet. And then these upper holes are going to be also screws that are going to have a little clamp that's going to stick over like this, and it's going to hold the board down on the top while the sides hold the board in the jig. Now I'm just putting these additional ones on top just as an added precaution. Shouldn't really need it, but then I can take my cribbage board and it drops right in. A little bit of a gap, not much, not enough for moving that matters, but now it's a perfect jig with little finger holes to be able to pull it out afterwards. That's all those are for. I probably could have got away with just 2 finger holes instead of 4, but I like everything, you know, lining up and being equal, and probably OCD, but whatever. So now, like I said before, now I can put this jig on my table. I can just plop a board in here and find my center and run the center design out, which is got about 20 different designs right now, plus I get custom design orders too. So this will save me time for doing cuts where I can keep mass producing my stock boards, put them on the shelf, and then I can just come over, take this jig, set it on my machine, fasten it down, throw this in here, find the center point right there, use my Z touch probe and find the height, and then run my tool path there. Then this one is done, and then I can go to next. So if you like this video, please hit the bell, like and subscribe. If not, hey, that's cool. There's plenty of other people that have videos out there, but this is my 150 second cut, getting some jigs down. Now I've got new cribbage boards too I'm making. You can check out all my stuff on Etsy. You can just look for Family Long Design. I know, it's crazy. The name is in the description, just so you know. We're shortening it down to FL Design, just so it's easier and not as hard for people to type in, because it's a little bit too much. But yeah, check us out. Right now we got cribbage boards and cutting boards, but that's it. I've got a lot of designs I gotta do. We are now finally back open, because last year was crazy. We had to shut down due to 1, the pandemic, but 2, I was diagnosed with cancer and I had to have emergency surgery. And then I had 2.5 months of rehabilitation from surgery. And now I'm just finishing up 6 months of chemotherapy. I've got 2 treatments left. And when I'm done, I'm going to try to relax, but I got a lot of woodworking to do. And I'll have my first drink in over a year, if everything goes well. So, like I said, stay tuned. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Take care. Hope you love what you saw. I hope you're liking the video content. Take it easy, man.